Hey guys, it's Ivan here from merge.com. This is part 2 of a series of 3 about the best merging type in RuneScape. You can find the first and last parts in the video description, and I advise you to watch them too to understand the big picture. In the first part, I talked about active and inactive flipping. Your experience with these will naturally lead into short-term investing. Short-term investing is all about finding undervalued items, and it is very hard to do this if you're not familiar with the regular prices and behavior of these items. This is why the flipping experience is so essential here. You're going to notice times when certain items are overbought or oversold, which is when a short-term investment can be really good to do. Like here in the example, Trigor Maces hit a low of 84 mil for 3 consecutive limits. You could have done 3 1 mil flips, or you could have short-term invested for about 8 to 10 mil profit. Now you may say, or you could have lost money. Well, if you know the item, then you'd know that 84 mil is the lowest it has been in 2 months. And you'd know that the only reason it's been dropping is the bonus XP weekend. It's all a matter of knowledge and experience with short-term investments. And the advantage is that you are buying multiple limits, or you are buying and holding the item in your bank for a day or two. This means that you can use more money to merchant, as it's a matter of buying and holding to sell for a bigger margin. If you just an active flip, you're skipping a lot of potential profit and you're possibly leaving cash unused. Now, short-term investing is really useful to learn, as it allows for quick profits that are often similar to or bigger than inactive flips. It requires even more experience than inactive flipping, but you will continue to use these whenever you see the opportunities. It's not easy to do this consistently. It's more of an additional type of merchanting to use whenever you cannot use all of your cash and when you see some opportunities for it. So now that you have active and inactive flipping as well as short-term investing down, the next step, which you might already have started with, is update investing. Now that's my personal favorite. The difference between update investing and short or long-term investments is the fact that you're investing because you know that an item will rise because of an update. When you short or long-term invest, it's simply because you think the item is undervalued and has potential to rise. Update investing is something you can learn best through doing research about future updates and learning what kind of impact updates have had on different items in the past. Your research will help you to determine or predict when an update is coming up that may affect certain items as well. Additionally, playing the game will help you to understand what kind of impact new updates and new items could have on the game itself. Someone with more knowledge of the game will pretty much always have more potential because of this knowledge that they gain through playing. Update investing has by far the biggest return on investment out of any type of merchanting, but the problem is that you're relying on updates which only happen a few times a month. And this means that, again, it's an additional type of merchanting, but this one should really have priority over all the others, since a lot of profit can be made very fast on these. Alongside short-term investing and update investing, you will also be learning how to do long-term investments. These are more difficult in my opinion and require you to understand the game very well. You're making long-term predictions and taking a lot of factors into account about how the game might evolve over the next weeks or even months. The profit can be massive on these, but they could also turn into little to no result, which is quite a waste after putting a lot of time, effort and money into it. Long-term investing is something that is usually only good to do once you have multiple billions, in my opinion. Before that, inactive flips, short-term investing, and update investing are simply far more profitable methods and a lot less risky. Keep in mind that, like I said, it's all about finding the balance to get the biggest return on investment, so the most profit on the time, effort, and money you put into it. If you made 300 mil on a 2 bill investment in 4 days, and you might be able to make 50 mil more profit on the 5th day, it's not really worth holding for that last day, as you're taking an increased risk for little reward. You might as well sell out now and reinvest that 2 bill into something else for more profit, instead of waiting and the item potentially crashing on you because you were too greedy. When doing all of these types of investing, it's not the most important to get the biggest profit or the biggest profit percentage. It is about that balance and return on investment, and I think if you can get that right, then you are a master merchant. So one more question to answer here that I often get about investing: how much of your money should you use for it? I think this is based on 3 things. The first one being how much time you have available for your merchanting. The more time you have, the less money you should put into investments, as you can handle it all actively. On the other hand, the more money you have, the more you should put into investing, or you will likely leave a lot of it unused. And last but not least, of course, it's also important what type of merchanting you prefer. I don't think I need to paint that picture. Try not to worry about how much you use for investing or flipping too much. What's more important is that if you do invest, you need to be able to quickly pull out money from one of your investments without losing too much, if any at all. The reason for this is if some news pops up about an upcoming update and the item is about to skyrocket, or if an item suddenly crashes pretty deep, you need to have some money available to buy into it right away. So some of your investments need to be directly convertible to cash. The new item you'd want to invest in has a limit anyways, and all you need is enough to buy 1 or 2 limits of it or something. If you do still need more cash after that to continue to invest in the item, you can slowly sell off the investments that take longer to unload. That's pretty much it. I talked you through the different types of investing in the second part. In the last part, I will be talking about street trading and hoarding. Good luck with your merchanting, and see you guys.